Hello guys, this is my 2003 Honda Accord, and today I want to talk to you guys about a problem I was having with it called rolling idle. So this car is a standard, and so what was happening, I would slow down and say I was pulling up to a red light, I would gear down into first gear, and the car would still want to accelerate. It would be lurching forwards or pushing me. And so I'd have to put in the clutch and just let it rev up until it came to a complete stop. And then the idle would come back down. So for whatever reason, every time the wheels were rolling, it would have a higher than normal idle until the wheel stopped, which didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I think the idle normally sits around 900 to 1,000, and it was probably around, I would say, 1,500 until I came to a complete stop, and then it would come down and idle as it should. So I started investigating what to do here. I looked on the internet. There wasn't a lot of information. I started with cleaning my throttle body, which is this guy here. I changed the gasket, cleaned everything really well inside. Didn't make any difference. I checked for vacuum leaks. There was nothing. I tried doing a idle relearn, which is when you unplug the battery for a few minutes, plug it back in, it resets the computer, then you bring your idle up till I think to around 2,000 or 3,000 until your fan kicks on. That did not change the problem or help in any way. Apparently, if you have air in your coolant system, that can cause idle issues. So I researched how to get all the air out of the system, and still no change. I still had rolling idle. So then I took it into a garage, and they told me that the computer was not reading idle. Now, this car does not have an idle screw or adjustment screw, but what it does have, it's called a throttle position sensor, which is this guy right here, or TPS for short. And there's lots of tutorials on the internet you guys can go and check out, and it shows you how to test to see if this is working correctly. Basically, you put a voltmeter on these wires here, and you have the car shut off. You check the voltage output at closed and at wide open throttle. Now, I think this car, I could be wrong, but I think the idle set point for voltage should be at 0.45 and wide open should be at 4.5. Now, I did the checks, everything was okay. It was doing what it should be doing. The voltage was good. It went up nice and smoothly, and the voltage came back down nice and smoothly. There was no jumps in voltage. That tells me that it was okay. However, what I did is I adjusted the set point of the position of the TPS. From the factory, these are already set, and it comes with tamper-proof screws here and here, so you can't turn this left or right. It's already adjusted at the factory. Now, I had to get a little grinder or Dremel tool and put two little lines on each tamper-proof screw, and then I used a flat screwdriver. So I loosened it, and I turned it just ever so slightly with my voltmeter on it. Now, like I said, idle, it should read around 0.45. I probably set it around 0.42. You don't want to go too low, because then you won't have wide open throttle, or it won't be telling the computer when it's wide open throttle. And that can cause issues with your fuel air mixture and all kinds of other stuff. However, I just had to turn it just ever so slightly so the car would read idle. And believe it or not, it fixed my rolling idle issue. So I don't really understand how the moving tires could be connected to the TPS sensor, but for whatever reason it was, and so I turned that down a little bit from the factory set point, and the computer read idle again, and no more rolling idle issues. So hopefully that helps somebody out. I know it's a very frustrating issue and it's hard to diagnose, but this was my fix. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. This is my other car. I'll be making a few videos of that, of stuff I've done to it. Also, eventually I'd like to make some videos of my golf cart. Thanks again, guys.